Hermes Sigil, a live visual interface for AI agent activity. Hermes Sigil is an experimental Windows overlay that transforms the invisible activity of an AI agent into a live visual interface. Modern AI agents can search the web, browse pages, read documents, read through information, delegate work, execute commands, create files, monitor long-running tasks, and generate responses. Most interfaces represent these complex processes with a loading indicator, streaming text, or technical event logs. Hermes Sigil takes a different approach by representing an agent's activity spatially and visually. The application uses a transparent, always-on-top mechanical sigil containing 10 activity nodes. Listen, read, search, browse, think, delegate, execute, monitor, create, respond. A privacy-conscious bridge receives lifecycle and tool activity from Hermes Desktop and converts those events into normalized activity signals. These signals are passed locally to the overlay, where they control node illumination, mechanical rotation, energy paths, attention states, completion sequences, and error indications. The visualization does not require access to prompts, responses, file contents, tool arguments, terminal output, web page contents, credentials, or detailed error information. Only the activity metadata necessary to drive the visualization is communicated. A demonstration workflow can be used to exercise all 10 activity nodes and show how the sigil represents a complete multi-step agent task. During the workflow, Hermes can 1. Receive and interpret a request. 2. Search the web for information. 3. Open and navigate a source using the browser. 4. Read information from the selected source. 5. Reason about the information and prepare a summary. 6. Delegate independent verification to another agent. 7. Pause and request confirmation from the user. 8. Execute a harmless local command. 9. Create a local test file. 10. Search for and read the created file. 11. Enter the delegated task. 12. Produce a final response. The expected visual sequence is approximately. You can see the code in our conversation history. The exact sequence can vary because multiple agent activities may overlap or generate events in rapid succession. Tada! Visual activity. When a request is submitted, Listen briefly activates as Hermes receives the instruction. Search illuminates when Hermes performs a web or local search. Browse activates when Hermes opens and navigates a web page. Read represents the inspection of web pages, documents, images, or local files. Think represents reasoning activity. Delegate activates when Hermes assigns work to another agent. Execute represents command and tool execution, while Create activates when Hermes generates or modifies files or other content. When Hermes reaches a point where user input, approval, or confirmation is required, Monitor can become an attention indicator. The mechanical rings settle while the agent waits for the workflow to continue. Once the workflow resumes, energy pulses travel from the previous activity through the central Hermes core toward each newly activated node. Recent activity paths remain temporarily visible, creating a short-lived visual representation of the workflow. Respond activates while Hermes prepares the final answer. When the task completes, energy returns toward the center. The core produces a restrained completion effect. The mechanical rings move into alignment, and the sigil gradually returns to its idle state. Purpose. AI agents are increasingly capable of performing long, multi-tool workflows, but users often have little intuitive awareness of what the agent is doing at any particular moment. Hermes Sigil explores whether agent activity can be represented in a way that is understandable, expressive, and privacy-conscious, without turning the interface into a technical debugging console. The system is designed to make it easier to distinguish between activities such as searching, browsing, reading, reasoning, execution, creation, delegation, monitoring, and response generation at a glance. Attention states can indicate when Hermes requires user involvement, while error states provide visual feedback when a workflow encounters a problem. The sigil does not attempt to display hidden reasoning or reproduce private agent information. It represents observable lifecycle and tool activity already exposed through the agent's application interface. Architecture. The application is organized into 3 primary layers. You can see the code in our conversation history. The universal bridge operates alongside Hermes Desktop and observes activity from the currently active session. It converts those events into a consistent set of activity categories and lifecycle states that the visual system can understand. The Windows overlay uses independently composited, transparent visual layers. Mechanical rings, node illumination, energy pulses, ripples, workflow trails, completion effects, and attention indicators can animate independently while appearing as one unified sigil on the desktop. Because the overlay does not require a conventional rectangular application window behind the artwork, the sigil can appear naturally over the Windows desktop and other applications. An optional activity inspector provides a separate diagnostic view of the privacy-safe event stream. It can be used to verify activity classification, connection state, lifecycle events, and visual mappings while helping distinguish communication problems from animation problems. Tap broader possibilities. Although the current implementation is connected to Hermes Desktop, the underlying concept is not limited to Hermes. A similar visual activity system could be adapted for coding agents, research agents, desktop automation systems, multi-agent orchestrators, voice assistants, robotics control interfaces, long-running autonomous workflows, human-in-the-loop approval systems. The sigil represents one possible visual language for agent activity. The broader concept is a local, privacy-conscious visualization layer that converts agent telemetry into an understandable ambient interface. Hermes Sigil demonstrates that AI agent observability does not have to look like a terminal, log viewer, loading spinner, or conventional status dashboard. Agent activity can instead be represented through mechanical motion, spatial relationships, animated transitions, and visual states that feel expressive and alive while remaining technically meaningful.